Hi guys, it's Nicole here with mommytipsbycole. I'm back to do another tag video, and this is going to be a fun mommy tag for all you mommies out there, and it's the Mommy 2.0 tag. This was created by the person that created the original mommy tag that was going around YouTube since 2011, and she's actually my fellow 411 mama. Winnie's channel was formerly Baby Jacob TV, but since then she has now opened up a new channel which is called TheGrowingWings. So I think that's just an awesome name, and I hope you guys will subscribe to her channel. I'll put the link down to her original video of this tag down below. If you guys have never done the first one, I'll put the link to my video for that down below as well, and I tag all of you moms to do both of the tags. So the first question is, how many children do you have and how old are they? I have 3 kids. My eldest is Emmeline, she's 5 years old. My second is Malia, and she is going to be 4 years old in May, but she's currently 3. And then my third is Dylan, and he's 2 years old. He'll be 2.5 next month. The second question is, what is your proudest moment as a mom of your child or children? My proudest moment, of course, for all of them was, you know, when they were first born, all the general, you know, milestones in their lives, when they start walking, their first words. But I would have to say more recently, when Emmeline started school, her first day of school, her first week of school, just seeing her go to school and be more independent and make friends, that just really, you know, made me sad and happy at the same time. So now I have to go through it 2 more times of letting my kids go to school, just to school, but just like letting them go. It's just, I was really, really proud. Number 3, what is your most frustrating moment as a mom? I would say for me personally is trying to learn to be more patient. It's been a constant struggle, but since having kids, I feel like I'm so much more patient than I ever was in all my life, but it's still a struggle, especially, you know, if I'm out in public with the 3 of them and maybe they all just are just not in the mood and just have meltdowns at the same time. It gets really hard, and it kind of tests my patience, and I'm so much better than I was. But if any time that I would be frustrated, it would probably be that. More so not with them, but it's with myself. Just kind of getting down on myself about, you know, making sure to stay calm and just not that's not the end of the world, and that, you know, everything will be okay, and just take it one step at a time. Number 4, how do you discipline your child or children? I think that I am more of the disciplinarian between myself and my husband. The kids definitely get away with so much more with their dad. There's things that they'll ask him that they won't ask me, because they know I'm gonna be like, no, you can't have that. But with daddy, they get away with anything. But I think with me, I think my number 1 like weapon as far as disciplining is my stare, my look, my glare. If I just look at them a certain way, they know that mommy means business, that don't do that, or listen right now, or something. Number 5, cursing. Do you do it in front of your child? Definitely, I try my best not to. Have I slipped up a couple times? Yes. I mean, I'm human. The times that I do slip up would probably be in the car. Yeah, so I definitely have controlled my potty mouth since having kids. Especially, they learn to follow, they mimic almost anything you say, even if they are still learning to talk. So I'm a lot better with that than I was prior to ever having kids. Number 6, do you think your relationship with your spouse has changed since you had children, better or worse? Definitely, I would say 150% better. We as husband and wife, as just individuals overall, being parents have taught us to, you know, problem solve together as a team in ways that we didn't know before having kids. So definitely it has strengthened our bond. We are now not just husband and wife, but we are a family, we're a whole unit. And if you follow my channel, you know that we refer to ourselves as a team. We call ourselves Team Iniguez, because our last name is Iniguez. So we refer to our family of 5 as a team, and yeah, everything is just so much better, you know, now that we have kids. Number 7, since becoming a mom, do you notice you act more like your own mother? Yes, absolutely. Things that I would like get annoyed with my mom with growing up, I catch myself so many times doing a lot of those same things, and I'm sure the cycle will continue when my kids have their kids, and they're gonna see themselves, you know, doing some of the things that mom used to do that bother them or whatever. And even things that didn't bother me, like things that my mom does still today. I catch myself a lot, like doing a lot of those same things. So it's really interesting now that we're older. Number 8, how are your relationships with your girlfriends? I did a video on this on the 411 Mamas, like more like in depth, and I'm thinking to do like a follow-up here on this channel. And the video was called Life After Kids, Friendships. And I'll link it down below if you're curious to see what my thoughts were at the time. I think my thoughts have changed a little bit. Not drastically, but they've changed a little bit. Basically, the gist of it was that since I am like the first of a lot of my close friends to get married, have a kid, not 1 but 2 but 3, I didn't have a lot in common. We didn't have a lot in common when I was going through all the pregnancies and just, you know, the stages of being a new mom. So I've lost touch with a lot of my friends. Not to say that we would never talk, but it was just different, you know, and it wasn't until some of my kids started having their own kids that we kind of got closer. So even some of the friends now, there's still like maybe some of them are still getting married or almost getting married, so they can't relate to me in certain issues, and I can't really blame them for that. But my outlook on it is that I'm just looking ahead and trying not to dwell on that, because I know that it will get better, especially as we all, you know, everybody starts to have their own families and everything like that. But I don't know, I did go through a period where I was really lonely as far as friendships goes, and just like, you know, you feel alone and sad, and like that they can't relate to what you're going through, or that they don't understand, or maybe you just get a little bit selfish feeling that they don't have as much sympathy for your situation, especially you can't just go out at the drop of a dime, or, you know, I don't know, just things, you know, change once you become a parent and you have, you know, different priorities in life. And yeah, I'm rambling too much about this, but I think let me know what your thoughts are if I should do, like, I haven't done a mommy talk segment in a while. If you guys want me to do a mommy talk segment on, you know, friendships after kids, to kind of open up the dialogue with all of us, to just see how we all feel about it and kind of can be a support group for each other. Let me know if you want me to do that, because I could talk forever about that. Number 9, your favorite place to take your child or children. My favorite place, our favorite place at the moment is Chuck E. Cheese. Because the kids are always asking to go there. The great thing about it is that they can play indoors. It's winter now, so they can play indoors. There's games not only for them but for us. They can play and run around, get their energy all out. There's no charge to get in. We'll spend like $19.99 for pizza, drinks, and coins, and we'll be there for like a couple hours. And yeah, they are always asking to go there when daddy's off. Are you off? Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? If you ask them, what do you guys want to do today? And daddy's off. Chuck E. Cheese. So as long as they have fun, we have fun. Number 10, what is your least favorite place to take your children? I had to think about this for a minute, but now that that's why I couldn't remember, because we barely go there anymore. They're restaurants. Restaurants are like impossible to go when you have, at least when you have small children. Maybe when they're infants and they're really little, it's okay. We would still go, and we just had Emmeline because they just sit in their carrier and they're fine. But once they're mobile and they don't stay in the high chair, that's when it gets to be a problem. And you go to restaurants to enjoy a meal without having to cook it yourself, and just to be in the atmosphere of like dining out wherever it is. But we avoid it. Actually be more stressful than enjoyable. Number 11, piercing baby's ear, do or don't? Well, I'm not against it. We pierced the girls' ears maybe when they were 1 or a little over 1, but now they never really kept the earrings in like for long, so now their holes have closed up. So I don't plan to do it anytime soon. I haven't really thought too much about it, but I'm thinking maybe I'll just do it if they ask me when they're a little bit older, but I personally don't have anything against it. Number 12, favorite skincare for you or your children? I'm not really picky with skincare goes. I mean, if we're not talking about face, we're just talking about like just body products. But for the kids, I've been using Aveeno recently because they've been getting like really dry patches, and the doctor suggested something like Aveeno or Eucerin. Yeah, so I've been using Aveeno, and I find that helps them a lot, especially in the winter months. Number 13, must have mommy makeup item. I would definitely say my top one would be any concealer, especially for these dark circles under your eyes. You get lack of sleep if you have an infant, or even if you have multiple kids. I personally am like an insomniac, not clinically like diagnosed, but I have problems sleeping early. I still wake up early because I have to, but I have problems like falling asleep. So concealer is like my best friend. Aside from that, as far as like, you know, color on your face or something, I would say the Naked palette. Yeah, that's like the #1 thing. More recently, I'm loving the Lorac, but either the Lorac palette, Pro palette, or the Naked palette. If you want eyeshadows and don't want to keep buying lots of different eyeshadows, buy one palette. That's all you need, and you'll be good for a long time. #14, bath or shower for you and your children. When my kids were little, I would put them in the little bathtub inside the big bathtub, and that was really easy. And now that they're bigger, I give them all a shower at the same time. It's just so much more easier. We have like the little handheld shower head, so I can just take that down and just, you know, wash them down after I soak them up, and it's just so much easier. I feel like I save a lot of water that way than rather having 3 separate baths. Even a full bathtub, I feel like it's a waste of water, but that's just my preference, and it's faster. And for me, I prefer showers. I don't have the luxury of having baths, although I wish I could. 15, are you back to your pre-baby weight? Absolutely not. I'm so far from it. I would love to lose. I always say that I've kept on at least 10 pounds from each kid. Maybe a little less. I would love to lose 20 to 25 pounds, so I'm still working on it. So we'll see how far I get to that goal for this year. #16, college dreams. Do you expect your kids to go to college, or would you let them decide for themselves? I definitely will encourage it for years and years as they're growing up, but I do want them to make decisions for themselves. And if there is for some reason that they want to pursue a career that doesn't require them to have a bachelor's degree or a 4-year degree or whatever, or even further than that, I'll let them make that choice, especially, you know, once they're 18, technically they're adults, and they should be able to make, you know, those kind of decisions for themselves, because then if it's going to affect them for the rest of their lives, and I will just be there. I want to be there just to guide them and kind of encourage them in the right direction, but ultimately I want them to be happy. I don't ever want to force them into something that they don't want to do, because it's their lives, and I don't want them to resent me for anything if I push them too hard. So, you know, that's something I want to avoid. #17, what is the one show your children love but you secretly hate? I would say SpongeBob. I know some parents don't like letting their kids watch SpongeBob. I can't talk. But I mean, I'm not totally against it. The kids love it. They don't watch it all the time, but when they watch it, I don't know, maybe it's SpongeBob's laugh, or Patrick, the way he talks, it's just kind of dumbs down the show. #18, cloth diapers, yeah or nay? I'm totally for it. If you're for it, then I have nothing against it. I personally have never tried it, so it's like, how can you knock something you've never tried, right? So I've always been using disposables. I didn't even realize or know or was informed well enough of what cloth diapering was all about until I started YouTube, to be honest. And by then, Dylan was already at least 6-7 months, and we were just already into the convenience and the habit of using disposables. #19, finish the sentence. You know you're a mom when you're a mom when you find random items of your kids in your purse, in your coat pocket, in your pants pocket. #20, have you done the first mommy tag? Absolutely yes, and I said in the beginning, I will link that down below if you want to see it, and I tag all of you. I will tag some moms that I know that have done the mommy tag, the first edition, and that I want to see do the second one, and I hope you all will do this tag. I tag all of you, like I said, and I want to thank again Wingy for creating this tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave your video as a video response if you do decide to do this tag, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!